Okay.
So, Abby, what are we doing here? What are we doing today?
We want to figure out all the ways that you can possibly do to land onto the design studio for Power Pages. What is your
For
default option when you want
I
to? Mhm,
I usually try to figure out because I remember the kind of makeup portal URL and it's my
mhm,
go-to URL, but I
mhm,
don't usually remember Power Pages um, URL. It's kind of silly, but it's not as easy for me to remember how to get to Power Pages. I
mhm,
usually either save the bookmark,
mhm.
and it's usually broken bookmark because I'm deleting websites and creating websites, or I don't remember, but it's not a simple thing. So what do you suggest we do?
Yep, exactly. I do exactly the same thing. I bookmark it, and for the makers portal you mentioned, it's this bunch of URL from Microsoft in the format of make dot. For
Hmm.
Power Pages, it's a slightly different. I
Yeah,
can go
that's
with Power Pages, and it's got a Microsoft with it. That's why
why it's
sometimes
not easy to
sometimes it's
remember because the format
hmm
is different. I
yep.
struggle to remember.
Exactly. So for Power Pages, it's make.powerpages.microsoft.com, and this is where you land onto your design studio for Power Pages. And
Mm-hmm.
on the top right corner, you have your environments
Mm-hmm.
and your list of websites, and you can
Mm-hmm.
go into any website to design further on top of it. And coming from Power Platform side as a maker who mostly doing things with Power Apps, this is what I find very useful, and I want to provide another way of getting into there.
And we
If you,
used to have portals on the Maker portal, right? Because
hmm
when we had portals as apps, they were
hmm
actually appearing on the Maker portal, but not anymore.
yeah, and this is what I find, which not just for Maker's Portal for Power Pages. This is for it could be any other thing that you work day to
Mm-hmm.
day. If you come into makepowerapps.com without Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
you land onto these options. And by default, you would only have table solutions and flows. It may change in the future. Right now, it's what it is. And if you click on more and go discover or, you have a lot more options that you can pick. And then you can basically start customize your own options. And this is what I do. I work with Power Pages day to day, so I put that in, and I would also see if I don't pin it, it's showing there. And if I want
Uh-huh.
to make it a permanent mark, I would pin it or put it there
Oh,
and
cool
pin it.
stuff. I knew you can do it for connections. I knew you can do it to other, how do you
Mm-hmm.
say, areas, but I actually didn't know you can do it for Power Pages. So yay! Now I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna share it with
Yep,
everyone as well.
that's.
So
Mm-hmm.
let's just repeat this again so everyone remembers what we were doing here. So, how do we make sure everything is in one place? So we
Mm-hmm.
work from the Maker portal, and to to get to the website, we actually don't need to remember this a little bit lengthy URL to Power Pages, which is a little bit different format to the Maker portal
Mm-hmm.
URL. Um, we
Mm-hmm.
just what do we click on the more on the
We
left hand from the left hand side on the portal?
we click more and then we click discover or,
Mm-hmm.
and you can on top of that you can for example for me I work with connections as well. I
Mm-hmm.
sometimes work with data team for signups link,
Mm-hmm.
and this is sort of what I usually work with. For everyone it could be different to each person, and on top of that, you could also sort the things that you need to work with. For me, I don't really use table that often, or I can choose to completely unpin this. And um, as you build this on, it kind of become a productivity boost for you, because this you can access all the links that you frequently access at one place, and this config is applying for all environments. So if you switch your environment, it does show the same as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hmm. And
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
go
Keep.
ahead.
No, no, no. I say it's super cool. I think I'm gonna update my team and I'll let everyone know you can actually do this because it's super cool and you don't need to save this shortcuts anymore. Yay!
That's what I find very useful. I hope
It's
you.
cool. Thanks, Abby, for the super tip.
Thank you.